What is going on, guys? Samuel117 here, and I recently just saw Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, and wait, I need to do one thing first. There. Much better. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker is directed by J.J. Abrams, stars Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Oscar Isaac, Adam Driver, Ian McDermott, among many others. And this is the third and final film not only in this trilogy, but is the concluding chapter in the Skywalker Saga. And of course, this review will be spoiler-free and not get into any major details, not going to spoil any of the major reveals they do in this movie. I don't know if I'm going to do a spoiler review or see what that goes, but this review will be spoiler-free. And basically all I'm going to say about the story and the plot synopsis is that basically there's this take place a year after the events of the Last Jedi, where it's based off the first order once and for all. That's really all I'm going to say about the story. Now, of course, I was pumped about this movie. This film was my second most anticipated movie of 2019. The trailer I saw really impressed me. I loved J.J. Abrams. I loved and adored both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. And I know people tend, I know that's kind of like all the divisiveness and different so, but I love and appreciate those movies more upon rewatches. I love both of those movies. So of course I'm excited to see how they're going to include this chapter. Even though it really has been hard to enjoy Star Wars lately, considering the toxic fandom, and considering that fans can seem to know what they want or make up their freaking mind, and willing to attack people that disagree with them. It's not really in between or no respectfulness. It's just all hate. And again, it really is hard for people to enjoy Star Wars lately, and understandably so. But I'm going to talk about the fandom. I'm going to talk about The Rise of Skywalker, which I did see. And is the movie an amazing including chapter to this great trilogy? Well, let's just get into the review and let's find out. First off, J.J. Abrams, what he was able to accomplish in terms of directing, in terms of balancing so many things, I think he did a pretty good job. Sure, now, all he does is perfect, but in terms of having to balance so many things and also kind of to please so many different people, I think he did in terms of directing, in terms of what he wants to do with this movie. I think he did a pretty good job, honestly. I mean, I love J.J. Abrams. I pretty much loved and enjoyed all the movies that he has done, honestly, and he kind of continues that great directing he had from The Force Awakens, and he brings that here. In terms of the shots, in terms of cinematography as well, it's all amazing. It's all fantastic. And of course, the score once again with John Williams, while not one of my favorite Star Wars scores, it's still pretty great. The acting for everybody is all fantastic, and they utilize every character best can do. I do have an issue with the characters, which I'll get into. In terms of the main cast, they do a great job. This is probably the best I think we have seen from Rey. She absolutely nails the role, and this is definitely her best performance as the character, and probably the best thing we have seen from Rey as character. I won't say what they do for her character, but it's definitely very surprising and make me appreciate Rey a lot more. And this is going to be the last time I'm going to see Rey, but I'm definitely excited to see what Daisy really does down the road. Same with John Boyega as Finn, as he once again proves why he's such a great character, why he's a fun, exhilarating, and a great character. Despite some of the decisions they kind of made in Last Jedi, I still really love Finn, and he does a great job here. And his bromance with Poe Dameron, who once again is played brilliantly by Oscar Isaac, is friggin' awesome, and their moments are some of the best moments in the entire film, honestly. And pretty much the three together, Rey, Finn, and Poe, are all great. They all have great banter, they all have great moments with each other, they all work incredibly well here. And Kylo Ren, I love Kylo Ren. He's oddly, people say, is the best thing about this original trilogy, and really hard to see why. And Adam Driver, he plays his character so amazingly in terms of the emotion, in terms of the passion he brings, and he continues all that here. Man, you get a lot of the badass and insane moments that you expect Kylo Ren, and he delivers. Probably the best portrayal we've seen of Kylo Ren in general. I won't say what they stuff to do with his character, but I was definitely satisfied in place what they did with him. And you get Lando here, which, despite him not being much as I expected, I was happy to finally see, and even though I don't know why I decided to bring Lando here now, I'm happy they decided to finally bring back Billy D. Williams as Lando, and he absolutely nails the role, and he has some great hilarious moments that you pretty much expect from Lando at this point. And there's Palpatine. Yes, it's not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. Like, it's pretty kind of hinted all the trailers. Like, yeah, Palpatine is back. And despite a couple issues I had, I think overall I was mostly satisfied with what they do with Palpatine. He's basically as menacing and methodical as you expect Palpatine to do. And I kind of have a couple issues with him overall, but all around I was kind of satisfied with what they do, and even once again delivers as the character. And even some of the new characters I thought were actually pretty well handled. Like, I kind of want to see a little more of them, but some of the new characters played by Kerry Russell and Richard Grant, I thought they worked very well. I thought they really fit really well into the story and into this franchise. And Carrie Fisher as Leia, like, and I would say what they managed to be able to do with Leia is amazing. Because she did end up passing right before they started the film by Skywalker, and unfortunately didn't end up the film because supposedly she was supposed to have a bigger arc in this movie. And you can kind of tell that she was supposed to have a bigger presence here. And scenes that kind of used of Leia were kind of like deleted scenes from Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. But what we were able to do with her not only is amazing, but they did a great job with honoring the character and respecting everything that Princess Leia was loved and known for. And they did a great job in respecting the character, and it was beautiful. And it was amazing. Thank you for not disrespecting anything from Leia, like, thank you. But in terms of acting and in terms of characters, everyone's great. I do have kind of a couple issues in terms of characters, but overall, I was mostly satisfied. And of course, one thing you can expect to see this movie is very amazing action and impressive visual effects, and this movie delivers in terms of the visuals, in terms of how things look. It's amazing. And in terms of the battles, actually, especially the ones between Rey and Kylo Ren, those were amazing. So, and the third act especially is all fun and exciting. I'll spend a little, again, I'll get to that later, but the actions were great, and this movie does have a lot of fan service, and fan service is kind of a tricky thing, honestly. Like, I don't necessarily hate it, but it can be a tricky thing, and you have to utilize it very well. Like, fan service can go in two ways. It can either go in a way where it kind of just like, hey, remember this? Hey, remember this? And it kind of makes you want to watch that movie instead. And I think a big example is the Terminator sequels after T2. Well, not perfect, actually the best, but the other sequels, yeah. Okay, and greatly like in Avengers Endgame, where the service feels earned, it feels satisfied, and it's understandable to the characters, and it leaves some very emotional, impactful moments. And for me, I thought that's what Skywalker lands on. I thought it handled it very well, and I thought all the moments that happened were earned. I thought they were satisfied, and it makes sense to these characters, in my opinion. Like, you can see why some choices could be promising to some people, but for me, I was satisfied. And the movie does a great job of having some great moments that are very humorous and hilarious, especially the banter between, and especially the romance between Poe and Finn. But in terms of building emotion and making me actually tear up, this film delivers, especially with the ending, which, again, all around this movie does not only a great job with closing this new trilogy, but doing a great job with closing the whole Skywalker Saga as a whole. Now, I'm sure most guys will probably expect me to give this movie an A+, 100, and it's an amazing movie, one of the best of the year. Surprisingly, no. And even though I'm not really disappointed with the movie overall, there were definitely some problems in the movie that did hold it back from being absolutely fantastic. Like, maybe that could change on a rewatch, maybe after knowing everything, it could change, maybe I could like it a little more. But right now, these issues do kind of hold back for me. Probably the biggest problem overall with Skywalker, and it's probably an issue that I'm sure a lot of us are going to have with this movie, even if you love it, and that's the pacing. Not saying it drags or anything, but honestly, it's kind of the opposite. I think it actually goes way too fast, honestly. Because the movie is cramming so much stuff into one, which tries to kind of retcon a lot of stuff from The Last Jedi, which I don't say pissed me off, but it's kind of questionable at times. I mean, there's still some stuff from The Last Jedi that's still here, but not a whole lot. And with all the stuff they cram into with these characters and all the plot lines to go for, there's just some moments I wish there was just more time to breathe, or more time for me to process everything. Again, they could probably go away on the rewatch, but seeing all the stuff that came into it and all the stuff they put in, I just wish they condensed it a little more, or have made the film has like a longer runtime, or the film has like 51 minutes. Considering the film's like almost 2.5 hours, that's probably asking a lot, but I expect to either the runtime was a little bit longer, or some moments were condensed a little more, or give it more time to breathe. If that makes any sense. And I suppose I love seeing Palpatine again. I do wish they kind of explained a lot more how he's somehow still alive, and all around him being alive, honestly, it was kind of watchable because how they do it kind of dampens the final moments of Return of the Jedi, which are definitely some of the best moments in the Star Wars franchise. I mean, not been months, like, I still love that whole Vader scene, but I'm sure whenever I want to watch the last Return of the Jedi, I'm sure it's not going to be as impactful as I remember. And it's not been much, but it definitely dampens it a little bit. I mentioned because of the pacing, I do wish there were some characters that were used a little bit. I mean, most of Lando and some of the new characters meet. And all there were a few plot conveniences. Like, plot conveniences don't really bug me too much, honestly. It just depends on how it happens. But for me, how they went for it, and some things they go for, which if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. I won't say it kind of ruined the film for me, but it did really bug me. Like, wait, why wasn't... Huh? Wait, seriously? Basically, overall, this film is definitely less risky than Last Jedi. And I don't think that's really a problem. I kind of... It really isn't like an issue or anything that is less risky. I mean, Force Awakens wasn't that risky. Yeah, I loved it, but just kind of what they're going for. Probably I just pushed it over a little more. I just wish it was handled a lot better, and how they were able to do kind of bugged me in some areas. But overall, I'm sure most of you, with all the fun they say, anything I'd be disappointed in this movie. To be honest, I'm actually not disappointed in this movie at all, honestly. Is it the amazing epic movie I thought it was gonna be? No. I'm disappointed and myself satisfied that being a great conclusion not only to this trilogy, but Skywalker Saga as a whole? Yes. Again, it does have issues, it does have problems, but I mean, I can still have fun. I still think the movie is really satisfying despite some problems. Again, these problems could easily change on a rewatch. Like, I'm saying I'd probably give it a high grade, honestly. Some issues that are kind of hard to ignore. But in terms of being fun, in terms of being entertaining, having great acting, great performances, great, amazing fan service moments that made me kind of like, oh my god, that I actually do feel earned. Delivering some good emotion, and those moments I did tear up. And delivering some great action, visuals, and pretty much delivering what I overall wanted in terms of being a great conclusion and a satisfying one to this song as a whole. I think for me at least, it delivered. Like, I can understand why some might not like this movie. I can actually understand why. But if you don't like this movie over, that's fine. Like, I'm not that person that can just bash someone or say like, oh, you're a terrible person not liking this movie. Like, I'm not like that at all. And again, if you don't like this movie, that's fine. I can at least understand why. And if you love this movie, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm in love with this movie like I wanted to, but I still really liked it overall. I still dug it overall, and I'm happy about that. And not the amazing movie I wanted to be, probably not make my best list, unfortunately. But in terms of being a satisfying conclusion to the saga, it was honestly all I wanted. So that being said, I'm going to give Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker... I got this dope. I'm gonna give it a 90 of an A 100, which is a solid A minus. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on Episode 9 of Rise of Skywalker. Feel free to let me know in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on this movie? Let me know which side you're on. Are you side that loves it? Are you side that hates it? Or are you somewhere in the middle? Considering the views this movie getting, it has like almost 59% Rotten Tomatoes, and definitely probably one of the lowest rated Star Wars movies. Like, I'm kind of curious what your guys' thoughts on the movie. I mean, hopefully we can be respectful, and hopefully you won't go crazy or say like, yo, dead person on this movie, all that, because Star Wars fans can, But yeah, please respect comments, let me know what your thoughts in the comment on the movie. And I have more of this coming very soon. I won't be end up doing a ranking on Star Wars franchise. If you wonder if I'm doing an updated ranking, I kind of was planning on it, but considering all the stuff I have going on right now, I don't really have time for it. But if you do want to know where about Skywalker would rank, you can check out my Tumblr page, which is linked with all my social media sites. I'm posting more on there. I'm posting more like mini reviews and all that. And like I'm not really doing Letterboxd anymore, honestly, because I've been really enjoying it lately, to be honest. But Tumblr actually is more enjoyable and more fun actually. So if you want to know my thoughts, I also want to know my thoughts on some of the Bond movies I've seen recently and some other stuff. You can go you can go to my Tumblr page, which is linked down below. It's on my YouTube page. Basically, one reviews is my Tumblr page, so you can check that out. I'm posting more on that list, so I hope you're enjoying if you guys looked at it. And of course, I have more videos. I have a review for Black Christmas coming very soon, and I might have my first part of a big ranking I'll be doing, and maybe another part of my Pixar Love series, and then after all that, after that, it'll be your list. All that after like a recap of all the movies I've seen, and in a full recap of movies I've seen but haven't viewed. It'll be your last season time. And I don't know if I'm doing more reviews after that, honestly. Like, maybe hope I can see next 17 before I do my best list, but we'll see how that goes. As always, thank you so much for watching. I truly honestly appreciate it. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video, be sure to share and subscribe, be sure to follow all of my social media sites, all in the description down below. I am Sam World from Sam World Reviews. I'll see you next time, as always, stay cooler, everybody. Peace.